YouTubers, gamers, and moviegoers. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to Messiah Entertainment. And today I'm talking about that brand new Flash episode that came out last night. Amazing. Can't believe what just happened. Let's talk. I'm going to keep this video short. Going to talk about 2 or 3 amazing, cool, brand new things that happened during this episode that I feel were really relevant. So we're going to skip over that whole thing with the Weather Wizard's brother from the first episode coming back, seeking revenge on Joe. We're going to skip over all that. And we're going to start off with Barry and Iris. That has been causing conflict since earlier, like the first half of this season, before the little mid-season finale thing happened, okay? That's been causing trouble for a while. Barry told her that he was in love with her. She didn't feel the same way, or claimed that she didn't feel the same way. So Barry moved on. He has a new girlfriend, Linda, and, you know, that whole thing's going on. But still, Iris is doing these little things that gives you the impression she still has feelings for him. And finally, in this episode, that comes to a head. Eddie starts to notice that the two are very close to each other. Linda starts to notice that the two are very close to each other. She actually calls Iris out on it during one scene. And overall, they end up finally kissing in this scene at the very end of the episode. And the two are finally admitting to themselves. I mean, we all know Barry Allen eventually ends up with Iris all the time. I mean, it's a given. So, you know, we all kind of expected this to happen. It was definitely satisfying because, you know, we could stop playing all these damn games between, oh, Linda and oh, Eddie. You know, we could finally just throw all that aside and finally just have Iris and Barry start doing their thing. I'm looking forward to when Eddie finds out that the two had a thing. But, you know, we're going to have to find that out later because of some other stuff that happened. But I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so the second big topic, which in my opinion was the biggest one of this episode, Harrison Wells. We finally find out what the hell Harrison Wells is up to, why he's here, why he's doing what he does, and all the craziness that's going on with him being the other guy in the yellow suit. Harrison Wells is Eobard Thawne. It's confirmed. He comes out to Cisco. He tells him, we haven't been properly introduced before. My name is Eobard Thawne. Cisco connects it back to Eddie. You know, he reveals how they're distant relatives and stuff, and Eobard's from the future, and my jaw just dropped. I was like, oh my god, this is Professor Zoom. Oh my god, I cannot believe what is going on. I still don't know exactly how he ended up here, and how closely they're going to adhere to the comics, but, you know, at this point, we could finally put to rest whether or not he's Hunter Zolomon, or if he's a mix between the two. No, he is Eobard Thawne, and we could stop speculating now, because, you know, everybody was speculating, oh, I think it's Eddie. I think Eddie's going to end up being Reverse Flash number 1, and then there's a Reverse Flash number 2, and then yada yada yada. No, none of that. Eobard Thawne is Harrison Wells. Harrison Wells is Eobard Thawne, and the two were one and the same during that one episode where the Reverse Flash was running around and Barry was chasing him. That's Harrison Wells. Okay, there was a picture actually that came out not too long ago of the Reverse Flash, and he looked a lot like Harrison Wells, like the actor's like bottom face. It looked a lot like Harrison Wells. So, you know, I guess this is just them confirming it, man. It really was amazing. What was even more amazing was the fact that Harrison Wells killed Cisco. After he found this out, Cisco was investigating deeper into the mysterious Harrison Wells, what the hell he was doing. And, you know, eventually that's when, you know, Cisco finds out this guy's the Reverse Flash. Harrison Wells steps right in front of him. He shows him that he could run just as fast, in fact, faster than Barry, and, you know, then Harrison Wells goes on to explain his whole scheme. He was there the night Barry's mom died. He was there to actually kill Barry. The two of them fought it out. He's been stuck here for 15 years. That whole thing happens, and eventually, because Barry, he says Barry cannot find out who he is actually, he kills Cisco. And my jaw, again, drops because this is getting out of hand. But luckily, we will be seeing more of Cisco, and I'll explain to you the third biggest thing that happened in this entire episode, time travel. Like I said, the Weather Wizard's brother came back to get revenge on Joe, and at the very end of the episode, he does this thing where he causes a tsunami to head right for Central City. The Flash does this little thing where he tries to run in front of the tsunami or whatever to try and like stop it from reaching the city, but he runs so fast that he actually travels back in time to the very beginning of the episode. So nothing that happened in this previous episode has happened. Barry and Iris have not confessed their love for each other. Oh yeah, another thing. Barry actually reveals to Iris that he's the Flash. Cisco hasn't found out yet about Harrison Wells' true identity. Nothing to that effect has happened yet. We'll probably end up seeing a change of events that, doesn't lead to Cisco being sort of punched or phased through in the chest, ending up in his death. We're probably not going to see anything like that. We're probably going to see something that switches up the timeline totally in the next episode. Eddie still punches Barry in the mouth, so I'm assuming that Iris and Barry do kind of, kiss or whatever or something, except this time maybe Eddie finds out and maybe this changes the timeline. I have no idea. But I'm assuming Eddie's still going to play a relevant role in this whole Reverse Flash storyline. We now know that Reverse Flash that we saw earlier was not Eddie Thawne, but at the same time, I can't imagine them just introducing the character out of nowhere. Just to have him there, just to be related to Harrison Wells, to Eobard Thawne. I highly doubt that's the only reason he's there. I think there's a little bit more to that. So we may see a little bit more coming from this guy later on. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's my short analysis of that brand new Flash episode. I said I would keep this video short, and we're running on like 7.5 minutes. But that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Vine, and Movie Pilot, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.